Hello, I'm Tom Tango, Director of Plant Operations, and I am filling in for Michelle today as she is not available to be here, so I'm handling it. And there's a couple things that I want to talk about, some things that have happened last couple days. I just want to go over them. So first thing, last night, about 9:30, a lot of you saw the fire department here. Last night, what happened was a knob was left on a range in the main kitchen, and natural gas emanated out of the range, filled up the kitchen, and came out into the hallway and the main lobby. Woodland Pond staff looked for it. Someone pulled the fire alarm, and the fire department responded, and they looked as well. They looked throughout the entire facility along with our staff. We finally found what it was a few minutes later, and the fire department determined that everybody was safe and that the gas had stopped leaking. I know that the alarm rang for a long time. When the fire alarm rings, we are not allowed to silence it. It cannot be silenced until the fire department says it can be silenced. Last night, it took a while because the fire department will not allow the alarm to be silenced until they know that the entire facility is safe. So last night, it took a while for that to happen. So just a second. Last night, it took a while for that to happen. And once we knew it was safe, then we turned the alarm off and everybody could go back to their apartment. What I want to talk about also is a term called shelter in place. Last night, while the alarm was ringing, a lot of people came down to the lobby. They came down to the very place the gas smell was. When the fire alarm rings, the safest place for you to be is in your apartment until and unless the fire department or Woodland Pond says to leave it. Last night, when the gas smell was going in the hallway, all around the main lobby and community building, residents were coming down to see what the issue was. They were leaving their safe apartment and entering into the very area that had the gas smell. When the alarm rings for whatever, whether it's a real fire, whether it's a drill, whether it's a gas leak, the best place is to remain in your apartments. All the apartments at Woodland Pond are built in a very fire-safe manner. All the walls are fire-rated, meaning fire, if there is a fire, won't get into your apartment. The safest place for you to be is in your apartment. Again, if there's a reason to vacate, the fire department will come do that. This isn't just Woodland Pond or Tom Tango saying so, it's the fire department saying so. Last night, the fire chief, Corey Worthman, was mentioning to numerous people, please go back to your apartment. The fire department has to come through the doors, they have to go up stairways, they have to go through hallways, and when Woodland Pond residents are in those areas, it makes that difficult. So the best place to stay is in your apartment. You're protected there. The fire can't get in your apartment. And it's also important to keep your door to your apartment closed. That's why the door closers are important. With the door closed, you are protected in a fire-rated structure. Same thing if you are, a fire alarm rings, you're not in your apartment, but you're playing bingo, or you're eating dinner in the pub, or you're in the library. Stay where you are. Just remain wherever you are when the fire alarm rings. And that will allow for the fire department to get through the hallways. If you need to be evacuated, someone will tell you that. When the fire alarm rings, another thing, please do not call concierge. When the fire alarm rings, there's a lot of commotion at concierge. I need to call concierge to find out what's happening. Michelle calls concierge to find out what's happening. When the residents keep calling concierge, it makes it very busy and it makes it very hard for us to call in. It makes it very hard for concierge to call out. So when the fire alarm rings, please do not leave your apartment and please do not call concierge. We will do our very best to notify everybody on the mass notification system of what is happening. If you didn't get a text or an email or a phone call last night, please contact concierge in the next few days to make sure that they have your latest cell phone number, your latest email address, your latest phone number. Also, we can also notify any of your family members that you wish. You can make sure that we have your family members' cell phones, emails, etc., and they'll get notifications also. So again, just a review, last night, there was a gas coming out of a knob that was accidentally turned on in the kitchen. That gas smell came out into the community building. The fire department and Woodland Pond staff found it, and it was safe. And as soon as it was safe, the fire department left. The fire department let everybody go back. Also, going forward, when the alarm rings, please do not leave your apartment. Stay in your apartment or wherever you are until either Woodland Pond or the fire department tells you something different. Again, your apartment is the safest place for you to be due to the construction of the unit and the sprinkler system and all other safety measures involved. When the alarm rings, please do not call concierge. Allow concierge to do their job. And that's it. Also, like always, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me. And as always, I have office hours at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. So feel free to make an appointment with concierge. Come and see me on 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. We can talk about this or anything else you have to question, any other questions you have. All right, again, thank you. Thank you for your participation. And we look forward to, if there is another event, that everybody can stay in their apartment and stay as safe as possible. Thank you.